Are you struggling to connect Python to a Cassandra cluster from your Windows machine? You're not alone. Many developers face this challenge, and today we're going to unravel the mystery together. I totally understand how frustrating it can be when you're trying to connect to a database and nothing seems to work. It can feel like you're hitting a brick wall, especially when your colleagues suggest using command line tools that just don't fit your workflow. Here's the specific situation we're addressing. One user mentioned trying to connect using PyCassa, Cassandra.cluster, and DseAuthenticator.cluster, but they couldn't establish a connection. They suspect they might be connecting to the wrong host. Sound familiar? Let's dive into this. So, what could be going wrong? It could be a misconfiguration in your connection settings or an issue with the Cassandra setup itself. We'll break down the common pitfalls and how to avoid them. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a crucial tip that can save you a lot of headaches when connecting to Cassandra. To begin resolving the user's connection issue, we need to ensure that the correct host and port are being used. The user mentioned connecting to a Linux server, so let's verify the host address and port number. Next, the user should check the Cassandra configuration file, cassandra.yaml, to confirm that the Authenticator and Authorizer settings are correctly set. This is crucial for authentication. Now, let's focus on the authentication process. The user needs to ensure that the username and password provided in the connection code are correct and have the necessary permissions. After verifying the credentials, the user should test the connection using the DseAuthenticator library. This library is recommended for connecting to DataStax Enterprise Cassandra. Finally, if the user continues to experience issues, they should check the network settings and firewall rules to ensure that the connection to the Cassandra server is not being blocked. Fun fact, did you know that the first version of Cassandra was released in 2008? It has come a long way since then, but connecting to it can still be tricky. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests using the DseAuth plaintext auth provider instead of the Cassandra Authenticator. This approach involves importing the necessary modules and setting up the connection with the correct authentication method. Here's the tip I promised. Always test your connection settings with a simple script before diving into more complex queries. This can save you a lot of time and frustration. And there you have it. With these troubleshooting steps, you should be able to connect Python to your Cassandra cluster successfully. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.